recruiting during COVID and in the fourth quarter. How do we do it? Check out this video right now and find out. Hey, welcome to the Millionaire Recruiter. I'm Brianna Rudy, your Millionaire Recruiter. If you haven't yet seen this channel before, it is all about making you the next Millionaire Recruiter. Let's get to it. Okay, so I was really inspired to make a COVID fourth quarter video combining them because it is a completely different beast. And I know we are not yet in the fourth quarter, but we are approaching very, very, very quickly. And I have been pretty overwhelmed, happily overwhelmed, by how many clients are in need, and tech is back. Tech didn't really go away, but everyone, I think every company across the board was extremely cautious. When this whole thing started, we did not know what was going to go on, and we sure as hell didn't know it was going to go on this long, and how many things it was actually going to change and impact businesses. So hiring definitely slowed down and gave people some time to deal with their own personal things. And then now they realize, wow, tech is stronger than ever. Just last week, depending on when you're watching this video, I guess I shouldn't say that, but in, last week, 9 tech IPOs were announced that they were gonna go. Super exciting for not only the tech world in general, but for all of the smaller companies that if you are a tech recruiter right now, you work for, it's really exciting because it's real. Everyone wants to be involved in IPOs because it's real. That's how you can 10x, 20x, 100x, your money in working with a company like that and seeing that hyper growth. And it's just a lot. It's like super exciting. So when they know it's real, then it makes it, candidates get really like thirsty for that experience and more open to going to smaller companies that are on that trajectory or that just have that right idea and are actually producing results and profitability. So all that's really exciting. Now that comes with its own set of problems. So I wanted to address it really quickly as we approach the fourth quarter during some really odd times. So how do we handle that on a candidate side and on a client side? Let's attack the client side first, because if you are already in the business or just getting involved, clients right now need you more than they perhaps ever have needed us ever. There's a lot of candidates to sift through, to find the good ones. There's going to be tons and tons of competition, which alone can be a video, and maybe I'll tackle that next week for you. How do you deal with so much competition, and how do you get your clients to the finish line with your candidates? I mean, that's a whole other pack of worms. So what you want to do to juggle clients is to really be honest. Can you handle what they are in need of? Because they're definitely counting on you. They're going to take a lot of time to get set up. You definitely need solid phone pitches, email pitches, and you're going to work with your clients to get that. Therefore, you're not going to want to take on every single client because you have to realize how many jobs can you fill, how big is your team. That's a key. Or if you're solo, again, you're going to want to grab a few clients that have some solid overlap, which I talk about in a lot of my videos. But fourth quarter, again, is wild. And with COVID, everyone has been behind their hiring quota. And now they're just roaring and ready to go. I've gotten lots of calls where like, we need 25 people, we need 30 people, we need as many people as you can get us in 7 weeks. There's been a lot of really interesting requests. And so it is feeling not super exciting, but it could overwhelm you as a recruiter, especially if you're one that's just starting. And that's why I actually did that video last week of how do you handle tons of different candidates, tons of different flows, and still build. So definitely check out that video that I did last week. That will help you in order to control you feeling overwhelmed. But really, it's not wasting even a second of your time. Again, with clients being very straightforward, asking very straightforward questions. They need to sell their company to you as much as you need to understand it and then sell it to your candidates. Very, very important. Also, very important. I'm totally going to do a video on this, on getting them the right interview process. Sometimes maybe you're not equipped to handle that. I think as you grow as a recruiter, you will see lots of interview processes work and fail and just be okay. So you can advise on that. And if you have been in the business for a while as a recruiter, I very much suggest you advising clients of that. But let's just assume that you're a little newer. You are going to talk to your clients and say, do you have a set process? Do you have a set process to interview remotely and hire remotely and then onboard remotely? We kind of touched on that throughout the whole COVID thing. So hopefully your clients are already there, but it's definitely one of those questions that you have to be straightforward and ask. And if there is any little bit of, we're not there yet, hopefully you can help them. If not, you might want to be pretty honest with them that they're going to be a little underwater in this fourth quarter if they don't quickly figure that out. Don't drop them as a client by any means, just be very honest with them. This might not work out until they do that. And so you don't want to waste your time trying to find people if they're not quite ready. So be really honest with that. I actually made that mistake a couple weeks ago. It's still killing me. So it doesn't matter how many years experience you have, you will still find those clients that they don't mean to waste your time, but they definitely do. So make sure you ask the right questions. Absolutely. And again, I feel like I'm just going to have to do a few different videos on this for sure to help you out. Now, COVID, fourth quarter approaching with candidates. This is very important. Fourth quarter altogether could even have a separate video because it becomes the holidays very, very, very quickly. The start dates, what are they thinking? Definitely making sure that it's important to move quickly. Letting the candidates know clients want to move quickly as well, and getting that balance in between and knowing, okay, candidate wants to move this quickly, client wants to move this quickly, where do we match that up? And then again, just being very straightforward. I think if I could, recap this entire video for you, I would just be like, be straightforward with clients and candidates. There is just no room for any fluff right now. You don't have time for it. Your clients don't have time for it. Your candidates are being pulled in all different directions, so they don't have time for it. Every single person will appreciate you being very candid with them. I think that's the only way to approach the COVID and fourth quarter colliding for sure. And that's good practice anyways, but definitely right now because it's going to be the wild, wild west of recruiting. So you have to prepare for that. And you also have to make sure that you know exactly how you are going to do your follow-ups on Excel or through your database, your ATS system, however you are working. You have to be extremely organized. And I will be the first to tell you, my post-it system that I used to use forever is not going to work. You have to constantly adapt and change and grow and learn with the industry, with the economy for that matter, and just change and change your systems, whatever you need, but it must happen. So I really want you to enjoy this time, and I want to be your spirit of faith that these last few months of the year, you will, knock on wood, you will probably, more than likely, make up for whatever downfall you had the last few months. I have a very strong feeling with Techies alone, with you guys, that you're gonna make up this year and you are gonna come out super strong, and hopefully you will even make more money than you made last year, make more placements, change more people's lives, and make all of your clients happy. This is the time to do it. Be organized, be fierce, be aggressive, and be candid. And have fun, because that's what it is. It's a lot of fun. All right, well, you know what? This was more of an impromptu video on just something I was inspired by today with just talking to other employees and talking to clients and getting just super pumped. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and I gotta tell you, you have to comment below, because I love hearing from you. I love hearing the questions. I love hearing the different situations and perspectives that you bring, because that's what helps us all grow. So thanks so much, and don't forget that money is just a vessel that gets you to do all the amazing things that you want to do. Go live your life and do them. See you next week.